So my question, I'm trying to figure out, what are your ideas around the small changes as you're looking to roll this out? Because it's going to take, like you said, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It can take 3 years minimum to get these changes rolling. But if you already have existing ERGs and you want to be impactful, or maybe do some low-hanging fruit to make sure that you're consistently still showing that the program is beneficial. So I know we still do events and things like that, but are there any recommendations that you have, like on what you can do in the meantime? Is it okay to do step 9 when you're still working on step 1? Like, I guess I'm trying to get your opinion there. And then secondly, what are your thoughts around paying ERG leaders and what works, what doesn't work?
Ooh, you're trying to get me in trouble.
No, I'm trying to get me some other ideas so that I can have some things to benchmark on.
No, I understand. I'll say most importantly, and it's not what people want to hear, but it truly is the work that needs to be done. This relaunch plan has to be executed in this exact order for it to work. And you can totally do all of this. The stuff that I talked about today, you can do that in like a few months. I'll say like a quarter and a half, including the training and the actual official launch. Now, getting it to the vision, the real dream state of the ERG program, that's a different story. That's what's going to take a few years at minimum. But I would say really, if you're looking at showing people that there's progress being made in the ERG, and if the ERGs are already existing, but you also understand that it's time for a change, I'll just say it's likely that other people understand that too. Even if people aren't saying it, just start with the listening tour with all of the people who are stakeholders of the ERG program, including the leaders, including the executives, and just have them voice their honest opinions. In a one-on-one setting is important because nobody wants to be the first person to say like, this is not that good. But that doesn't mean that people don't feel it. So having this listening program and saying, I'm really working on creating the strategy and the vision, and you can kind of give people a hint with that piece by saying, I'm looking at like redoing the ERG strategy and creating a vision for our ERG program with benchmarks, and kind of giving them an idea of what is very soon to come with your ERG program. But in general, you really want to hear their feedback. That is a way so that everyone who you feel like might be concerned that they want to see more happening with the ERG program, this will be a really good way to kind of let them in on what's happening and how it's going to be different. Also, I will say maybe potentially before you get to the strategy piece, I was going to say that, but for many reasons. I was going to say you can show them the vision before you also accompany it with the strategy. But honestly, I would do them hand in hand if I'm being honest with you, just because some people might feel like it's the dream state of the ERG program, a place that the ERG program's never been. So they might feel like this is like too big of a dream. They might feel like there is no plan that's really going to get you all there in that time. So that's why having a strategy is also going to get their buy-in to say, okay,